Boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Dope Show. I am here. I am your idiot leader. Your idiot leader is in the building. What can I say? What a day. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Cut the music. All right, we'll cut the music. We got the music cut. We're on here. We're live. We're rocking like docking. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. I gotta get my notes. Good grief! What a day! What a week! What a month! I try to go live on here about once a month. That way I can talk to you guys and see where you're at. I don't do many live shows because they take too long. A live show takes. I think the longest show I've ever did is about an hour. But I like my little 7 to 10 minute clips I do. I can just do something, get on and get out. And, I can be watching some wrestling or a horror movie or whatever I'm doing. But every once in a while, I like to come on here about once a month and, just chill with you guys and see what's going on. You know what I mean? It's been a long month. So this is like a month in review, I guess. I don't know. I guess I first should start out with our sponsor we got this month. And our sponsor for this month is Thick Skin. Remember, if you're going to watch this channel, you got to have thick skin because there's no holding back on this channel. We offend a lot of people keeping it real around here. So thick skin, just rub some of this on your body, grow you some thick skin, or get out, one or the other. So we don't need no subs on this channel. I'd be doing this for us nobody on here, I believe. What is going on? What a shitty week for comics. That's a good positive way to start out. Last week was a shitty week for comics. I had one comic in my pull box. I had a Creature from the Black Lagoon last week. Wasn't even worth me driving the 45 minutes one way to go get the book. So, it's still in my box. I haven't got it yet. And then this week's a shitty week. I've only got 2 books in my box. I've got Ghost Rider. It's been okay. I think we're up to number 4. Johnny Blaze has some power still. I don't know how Johnny Blaze is going to handle the spirit of vengeance. I don't know how it could happen. But we got Ghost Rider in my box, and we got something else. I don't even know what I got in my box. The other thing in my box is Get Fury. Get Fury number 1 came out a month ago. I really liked it. Anytime you get a number 1 issue where people's chopping up people with a machete, how can it be bad? You know what I'm saying? So I had to get it. So them will be in my box this week, along with Creature from the Black Lagoon. Creature from the Black Lagoon, I had big hopes for it, but the first one kind of sucked. Ron V. It sucked, Ron V. What the fuck you doing, Ron V? I thought you was a good writer. It's looking like Creature's going to be a good guy, and I don't like that. I don't like it one bit. I just want Creature to be in there biting people's face off. I just want some hot girls to come down to the river, do a little swimming, and getting their face bit off. That's what I wanted by this piranha-looking merman. That's what I wanted, Ron V. Instead, you got me going to down Puerto Rico and watching some woman eat a salad and buying some voodoo toys and falling in the water and getting saved by a freaking nice creature. That ain't no Creature from the Black Lagoon. That's the modern Creature. What are we doing? We got to get with the times. That's like the new Craven or something. This ain't my Craven. This ain't my Punisher, and this ain't my Creature. I don't know what's going on. So, it is what it is. But I did find a few little things in the back bin to read. First thing I want to read, I'm excited about this one-shot from DC. This is the most overrated character on the planet. I've always loved him. But why is his first appearance so high? He's never did anything. He's not a big-time character. He's not a top 3 or 4 for DC by any means, but his books sure are high. But this is a one-shot, Solomon Grundy, Faces of Evil. I've never read it. One shot. You had me at one shot, so got to read that. Why wouldn't I read that? That sounds like something right up my alley. Cheap, cool stuff. You know what I'm saying? And, oh, man, what is up to my man, Fast George? I'm going to give you the Dopetopian Ray. There you go, Fast George. You just got the Dopetopian Ray put on you. I hope it felt good. Welcome to the channel, Fast George. Anyway, another book I picked up just to read. saw it in my bin. Well, I saw it right side my bin. I don't know what's going on with it. It's called Night Moves. Now, this dude's in Vegas. It's kind of like a, I don't know, mob story. And they got these priests with shotguns chasing everybody around. We got the real cops over here chasing people around. And this guy is in the mob, but he pissed off the mob. And he needs more than a box cutter. If you're going to be fighting the mob in Vegas and the mob's after you, you better get something more than a box cutter. And this is a satanic mob, I guess, because Vegas is bleeding and we got a pentagram up here and he's got a box cutter. So, you know, this wasn't really the greatest book I've ever read, but I read it. It came out like in 2018. And it wasn't bad, but it didn't make me want to pick up another issue of it. So, you know, it is what it is. And what it is okay. So I won't be picking up any more issues of that. We've got some questions. We've got all kinds to look at. And dude, if I get 3 fucking likes, three, I know that's a lot to ask for, but if we can get 3 likes, there's a fucking box back there that we might open. Don't that look like one of those boxes off of Nintendo game? You know, those Super Mario Brothers where that's what that looks like to me. Looks like one of those boxes, so we might have to open it. You know what I'm saying? Fast George has already got the old frequency thrown on the Dopetopian rays. Got all kinds of stuff around here to look at. I don't know what do we want to start out with comic books? I got all kinds of horror stuff laying everywhere. And I got questions, so maybe we answer a question first. I don't know. Let's give a shout out, though, before we start. There's 2 channels that I really like that I've been watching a lot lately. There's one called 2 Day Rentals. I don't know if anybody knows this channel. It's called 2 Day Rentals. For all you comic book folks, you might like it and you might not. It's full of nostalgia. It's got some comic books, but it's also got toys. It's got everything. It's mainly fixed up like an old Suncoast. If anybody remembers Suncoast, I loved going to Suncoast as a kid and renting movies. And they had movie posters and they had toys and had a little bit of everything. Well, that's what 2 Day Rentals is. It's fixed up like a movie store. This dude's got the crazy collection with a little bit of everything in it. So you need to check out 2 Day Rentals. There's another guy called Cosplay Chris, and his real name's Chris Stanley. He's amazing. I watch him because he's very passionate about Freddy Krueger, and he is an expert on Freddy Krueger gloves. I know you didn't know there's a world of Freddy Krueger gloves, but there's a world of Freddy Krueger gloves, and people make replicas, and people make all kinds of gloves, and everybody thinks there's just one Freddy Krueger glove, but there's one glove used in one part 1 and part 2, and then there's a Dream Warriors 3 glove, and then there's all kinds of other gloves like Jason versus Freddy glove, and then you get into the specialized gloves of like the ones where it had the dental tools on it, or the ones that had the syringes on it, and there's people out there make all this stuff. So if you ain't following Chris Stanley or Cosplay Chris, you need to follow him too. What is up to my boy Douglas? Douglas is in the house. I'm going to give you some Dopetopian rays too, just like I gave Fast George. That right there, that's all you need. You're good the rest of the day. You won't have to eat. You won't have to do anything. You have been oozing Dopetopian rays now. So there you go. What else can I say? Check out those 2 channels. And let's show some books and stuff. Well, I got these laying there, though. Let me show you these. We was just talking about a little Freddy Krueger. I love to collect anything cool. And these were cool to me growing up. I love to go to the video store. By my house, we had a place called Video Vision. And I love to collect the old VHSs. And I love to collect the horror movies first. Not only the first one of each horror movie, but the very first print. This one is the very first print. And you know that because the originals came out in 1985, and it'll say on the bottom here, and it'll also say on the movie 1985 if you got a very first print. You know, they made these all the way up. I don't know when they quit making the VCR. I don't have a clue. But this is 1985. This is the first print, the first the first issue, the first production of Nightmare on Elm Street 1. So if you never find something cool like that, the box is harder to find than the tape, or vice versa. The box gets destroyed real easy. But these are really cool if you find them. And I love to find them with any horror movie. And here's a Here's a nice Friday the 13th one. And this is from 1980. They had reissues come out like in 83 and 87 and maybe like 92 or something before they went to the DVD. But the first one of the Friday the 13th, if you're going to look for them, you want to find a 1980. And this is a 1980 release, and it says it on the tape also. So cool stuff to look for if you're ever just out at any junk store, yard sale, anything like that. Always look through their horror VHS tapes. They're really cool, especially the first stuff. Let's see. Fast George, are you reading my mind? I feel like a Freddy glove is needed in Dopetopia. Well, Fast George, I'm just going to spread the news to you right now. There's going to be one here for Father's Day. Father's Day, there will be a Dopetopian Freddy glove. It's going to be amazing. I shouldn't have told you because we was going to have a big unrevealing. But why not tell you on live stream? It's just a couple of us. Nobody's going to know. So I'll just act like I didn't tell nobody. And if you watch this, you got to know the good stuff. So if you didn't watch this, you don't know, and you'll just have to watch it later on my 7-minute video I make. But there's one on the way right now. And it's not a toy. These things are professionally made. The original, I'm just getting nerdy on you. I shouldn't get this nerdy on you, but the original Friday the 13th glove is 14.5 inches from index finger to the wrist. It had a brass back plate right here. The fingers are copper, and they're made of model M copper fitting tubing. And then the knife blades are vintage 60s and 70s Case XXP 210 tomato knives. And if you try to find a Case XXP 210 tomato knife on eBay, they sell for about $150 to $180 a piece. And a lot of people bid on them because that's what they really use on the Freddy Krueger gloves. So a set of 4 blades is going to cost you $600. The glove, it's a Wells Lamont 7279 Trucker's Glove Special. That glove, a set of them gloves from the early 60s or 70s, is going to cost you $200 a set, and then you're going to have to throw away the left one because it's no good. You just need the right one to make an authentic Freddy glove. So you got to have the Wells Lamont glove. You got to have the Case XX tomato knives, the P210s. You've got to have the brass back plate. You've got to have the right M. It's called Model M tubing for the fingers. There's a lot that goes into making these Freddy gloves. So the real blades, you can look them up. They're really, 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 really cool. There's 2 or 3 guys that are notorious for making them. They make them for, they've worked in Hollywood. They, they're friends with everybody. They gave their gloves to people. The guy that's making my glove has also made one for, anybody. It's anybody. I mean, they all have these gloves. They're really cool. What else can I say about the glove? It's coming soon. I should have it before. I mean, it's on the way now, so I'll have it before Father's Day. But I'm probably the only guy in my town that for Father's Day wanted a Freddy Krueger glove. But that's what I wanted. I wanted a Freddy Krueger glove, not a toy. I wanted one as close to real as I could get. And like I said, if you get on eBay and you try to find, the Wells Lamont glove, or if you try to find the real stainless steel tomato knives made by Case XX, they cost a fortune. So just the materials alone, you probably got close to $1,000 if you had all the authentic pieces. So then you got to pay the guy to work his magic. So that is pretty cool. And I will show you a picture of it while we're at it. Why not? I've already spilt the beans. I shouldn't have told you all that, but that's the reward you get for coming on the show and just listening to my crap. I guess I should tell you, Anders Ericsson is the guy that's making my glove. He's made them for Robert England. He's made them for everybody. He's the real deal. That's what my glove looks like. And they use sulfuric acid that they put in swimming pools. It's supposed to break down like 100-to-1, but they take a Q-tip and they rub it on that brass, and it breaks down the brass, and it corrodes all the brass, and it corrodes all the tubing and it makes it look old and makes it look cool. And then they weather the glove and make it look, it's really a tan glove. You can see tan on it down here, but they weather it, make it look crazy. And if you go to his website, let's see if I can do this. I geek out over this stuff, and y'all got me sidetracked. We're going down a rabbit hole. That's what you do whenever you there's a bunch of the knives. Now, all these might not be Case XX P210 tomato knives. Some of them they make on a water jet. There's some copper fittings where they use the M piping for the fingers. There is the blades. So how cool is that? You know what I'm saying? So now you've got me all torn up and way to go, Fast George. You read my mind. You knew I needed one, and I am in the process of getting one. So that should be pretty cool. Let's see here. Nice shape too. I don't know what we're even talking about now, Fast George. Are we still talking about the knives? Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the VHSs. Yeah. Can't wait to see the Freddy glove, says Douglas. What is going on, Biggie? I'm going to give you some radio frequency. There is some Dopetopian rays. Oh, man. Look straight at the move. What is everything blinking for? We got stuff blinking everywhere. I hope we don't die. Legion of Comics. What is up, brother? If you came on here today, we wasn't only going to talk horror. I know you're a big Superman fan, so I brought out some very vintage Superman books. I'm going to show you some really cool Superman books and see what you think about them. I might just show you one right now while you're on here. I won't make you wait. Let's just grab one. Here you go. Here's you a Superman 58. Because I was watching your show earlier today and you was talking about coming on here. So there's you a Superman 58. Has nothing to do with Freddy Krueger. But what else do we got back here? Here's you a 24 from back in the day. Oh. Mark, here's you an 8. Pretty cool. Anytime you get the single digit Supermen, they're pretty cool. Or the Superman when you got more than one. Here's you a number 4. This one's pretty cool. This is the first 1, 2, and 3 were just retold stories out of Action Comics. This is the first standalone story in a Superman title. And I think it's like the second appearance of Lex Luthor. But I don't care. I don't care about that. Couple more for you, Mark. Here's you from 1947, Action Comics 10. What is this? 108. It's one of my favorite covers. He's saving these two guys. Old Molten Steel's coming out. They're afraid for their life, but so Superman jumps in there and blocks it with his body. Beautiful cover. Great book. Had it laying around here. 3 more books for you, Mark. Oh, man. Here's a number, what is this? Number 11. Number 11. I love the yellow covers. I collect all the yellow covers, or I used to. I got them all now. It's number 11. Beautiful 4.5. And this one is a number 9. We got a number 9. And then my favorite one, my last one. Yeah. We got a number 6. So, just like that, that is all the Superman for this show today. I've shown you enough. Hope you liked all the Superman, Mark. Told me you was coming on, so I thought I would drop that on there for you. My damn computer's acting crazy. Aha, what is going on, Man Cave? Man Cave, hopefully I'm going to give you some Dopetopian rays. There you go, brother. There's you some Dopetopian rays. Oh, man. Goodness. What is up, Jambo? What about some Dotopian rays for old Jambo? Jambo's got the stuff. What is up? What is up? Man Cave. Man Cave is my man. What is going on? You know this crappy show still going on, Man Cave. Let me tell you about Man Cave. Man Cave likes to call me every time that I'm in a meeting. So I guess Man Cave, you know, with his doctor hours, gets off at 2 every evening. Well, after lunch, I have to go into meetings. And Man Cave always likes to call me. And never fails. I never have my phone on silent. And Man Cave calls me during meetings. And he's like, hey, I'm driving home. It's usually what he says when I'm picking up the phone. And we talk pre-code horror. So that is what's going on. Happy Man Cave is here. I'm just here for the flashing comment. I know it, bro. I got this shitty ass. I'm telling you, this is the worst fucking show on you. Not the worst show on YouTube. It's the worst show, not only of all time. It is the worst show of all space and time. That's what we do here. My damn broken, my broken computer is on a broken bar stool. And I've got another bar stool here that I'm using for my mouse. And shit, man, I got some shitty ass sound effects. I ain't got all the cool stuff you got, Legion. Shit, man, I can't do all that editing. What do you want me to do? This is underground public domain. This is where we're at. We're down here in Dopetopia. Immortal's working on getting Superman 38. Well, good luck to you. Enjoy your 38. I think I'm Supermaned out, unless I can get a 3, 2, or 1. Anyway, yes. There you go. Man Cave. We got to show some more stuff. Yeah, them are some oldies. I got a bunch of oldies, old Legion. I do the real old Batman, too. Yeah, we got to say hi to Man Cave. Man Cave is a star. Man Cave's got to come on down to Nashville. Oh, man. So that is what we got to do. I'm real behind on my comments. Yeah, lots of yellow covers. They're the cool covers, though. Oh, man. I think Man Cave's laughing at me because he likes to call during my meetings. It's like he's always looking at me. All right. Now, Legion, I know you do a lot of editing. Your shit looks too good. You got an intro and outro, all kinds of shit. Yours all professional. Hell, you ain't telling me nothing. Anyway, what is going on? Editing is overrated. No offense, Mark. Editing's overrated. Anyway, let's look at some more stuff. I got shit laying everywhere around here. So I showed you some VHSs. I've shown you some old books. Here's something from your past that you gotta love. You gotta love these. These go for about $500 a day if you can find them on eBay or higher. If you got the full complete in box, which these are $500. The box is the most expensive part because these things got torn to shreds. Second most important and expensive part is the manual. Nobody has the manual. Third most expensive part kind of sucks. The other two suck. It's just the carton and the sleeve. This one also has a warranty card in it. This one has everything. This one's beautiful. This one I'm proud of. I love to see this. It brings back all the old nostalgia, all the nostalgia ooze. And the last Nintendo game I care about to show, this one goes for about $200 in this condition. Complete inbox. We got the sleeve, we got the cartridge, we got the styrofoam piece in there, we've got the manual, we've got the warranty card, and we've got the Friday the 13th. Freddy the 13th. I'd watch it. All righty, so we've shown some video, some damn comic books. We've shown some damn, I don't know, VHSs. We've shown some, here's some more Freddy. Here's some more shit laying up here. So here is need to read this. This is a Friday the 13th, came out too long ago. This is Bloodbath. It's a 3-issue series. I love reading this kind of stuff. great to find. If you find these things for like $2 or $3, pick them up, because every time you see them on eBay, people want a fucking fortune for them. Same thing with my comic shop. I'm not paying $30 or $40 for a shitty ass comic, but I'll pay $3. So if you find these, pick them up, because they're high, because I think they're really low numbered. You don't really see them much, but I pick them up every time I find them. That's one. Here is the first ever appearance of Jason in comics. 2 of these books came out the very same month. So there's 2 first appearances of Jason in the same month. But this is the better cover. This is the glow-in-the-dark cover. This is the one everybody wants. There's another one where it's like Jason, I don't know, with some other Topps crap. And it don't even look good. But this is the one everybody wants. Came out the same month. Came out the same exact week. Came out the same exact time. Find this one. Pick this one up. This is the one to have. Glow-in-the-dark cover. What can I say? And, you know, everybody loves Jason, but a lot of people, they like Michael Myers. This is the first Michael Myers appearance. This is Chaos Comics. It came out in 2000. It's the first Michael Myers appearance. A lot of people like to get this book autographed, because there's lots of cool places on it for autographs. It's dark. You know, you can get all your autographs on here. So, you know, good luck with that. So this is the book to have if you want the first Michael Myers appearance. Oh, me. Oh, me. I'd take an upload, my dude. I don't even know what you're talking about. I would take an upload. I got you. I got you. You're still fancy. It's okay being fancy, Mark. It's okay. It's okay. You're fancy. You're really fancy. Fancy gets the views. I got you. Fancy gets the subs, Mark. It's fine. You're fancy. I like watching you. There's not a lot of comic book channels I like to watch these days, I admit. But I do watch Mark a lot of times because he talks comics. If you don't talk comics, I usually don't watch you. A lot of people say they're comic book shows, but they don't talk comics. You got to show me some comics or some kind of nostalgia or some kind of something. Come on now. Show me something from the good old days. Look at there. Look at there. There is my man. I love Disney. Give you some rays, some good old Dotopian rays all in yourself. What is going on? Atari had some expensive ones. Yeah, Atari did have some expensive ones. Atari had the very first Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and them things are buku expensive if you can find one. Yeah, all that stuff is really cool. I love all that stuff you can find. Jason X, yeah, Jason X, that ain't worth the shit. Satan's Sick. I think was it number 2 or is it number 6? It was, yeah, the Satan 6. That's what the other one is. That ain't worth the shit. Ain't worth the shit. Ugly cover. Yep, you've done your job, Mark. I like it. I like it. Like it a lot. What is up, Ben Compton? Welcome to the Dope Show. Here's you some dope rays. We need to get to some questions, but first, we got to do the news. We ain't did the news yet. Now, we know on this channel it's fucked up. The news probably ain't even real, and it probably ain't even up to date. The news we're going to talk about today is 2 months ago, so that's the way we work around here. I Googled most best-selling comic books of the month, and of course, they wouldn't tell me this month, but they told me 2 months ago. So we're doing the best-selling comic books of March, the books that matter. And all the 2 books that mattered in all of March for this week, I guess, was Ghost Rider 1 was 19th. And that's the highest I've ever seen Ghost Rider on the countdown. And the reason it was because it was the number 1 issue. So everybody was buying it up. Benjamin Percy's doing his thing. We love Benjamin Percy. But it was the number 1 issue. That's probably the reason why it got up to 19th on the top 50. And my poor Incredible Hulk, love that motherfucker. But boy, Incredible Hulk number 10 fell all the way down to 43. Now, I remember when it was like 16. It made it all the way up to 16. Nick Klein, you're doing your job. But I don't know if I want to blame Nick Klein being lazy or if I want to blame Danny Earls for not knowing how to draw. You know, if I got the chance to draw Hulk, if I was dumb Danny, I'd do it. Come on, dumb Danny. I don't blame you a bit. I tried drawing Hulk. And I imagine Danny can draw better than me. So I can't really get on to Danny for at least trying. But why would Marvel Put dumb Danny Earls in there. He's made us drop all the way down to 43. And now 2 months later, because this is old news, we're probably not even in the top 50 because I don't know how many of my friends, my YouTubians, have gotten a hold of me and said, you know what? I think I'm about to drop Hulk. I think I got to do it. The artwork sucks. It looks like AI. It looks like dumb Danny Earls ain't even trying. And then a lot of them get mad at Nick Klein. They're like, dude, you were obligated to draw the shit. Quit coming and going like a damn crack fiend. You gotta stick with it. Get on the program, Nick. So I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. But we're dropping like a damn rock. We're sinking. Incredible Hulk's down to 43 of the top 50. So maybe next month, I can tell you April. But right now we're barely hanging on. And that's the 2-month-old news that you're only going to get on this channel. Because nobody else, there's not another channel going to give you 2-month-old news. I tell you that. We're talking 2 months ago. Oh, man. Ghost Rider has been solid. I get that's the covers I get. I get the Mark Tajera covers. That's the ones I always get. He's notorious for Ghost Rider. It's solid, but I don't like the Hood being the spirit of vengeance. And I just don't know how Johnny Blaze has got any powers. They're trying to make him be, I don't know, Terminator 2 on his motorcycle with a shotgun, but he can't stop the spirit of vengeance. The spirit of vengeance will bitch slap him. Just bitch slap the shit out of him. And I'm a Johnny Blaze guy, but not if you ain't got the spirit in him. Gotta have the spirit in you. And he don't have the spirit no more. So he has no shot. No shot. No shot. Oh, man. So I went to the comic book store. Well, I went to the movies last week. Let's talk about that. Last month, I guess, yeah, it's last month now. That was the time to go to the movies. That was the best month of movies of all time. All my stuff came out in 1 month. I mean, May was the month for movies for me. I mean, May 10th. Where is my paperwork? But I remember May 10th. We had, what did we have out? We had May 10th. What came out May 10th? We had Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Apes was awesome. Big friend. I love that franchise, but I did not like that movie as good as I did the rest of them. They came out the 10th, and then on the 24th, we had Furiosa. Love that franchise, but that one wasn't as good as Fury Road, I didn't feel. And then on the 31st, we had In a Violent Nature that came out. I've been waiting 6 months for that. And awful. It's like a walk through the park nature trail with a couple kills. It's like a real generic Jason. But man, 3 movies in 1 month. I mean, I go to maybe 2 or 3 movies a year and had 2 or 3 movies that 1 month. So, but as I went to go watch In a Violent Nature, a new store opened in Nashville, a toy store, and a used toy store. And what I found was this creature from the Black Lagoon. I've got a couple of these, but not this exact one. So I had to pick it up. I have everything. I usually let everything breathe. I got stuff laying everywhere in here. This one, though, I might just keep in the box because I don't really have nowhere to put it. So this one might just stay in the box. I don't know. He's like a cloth material creature. You got to be 17 or older to buy this. I don't know why. You can buy fentanyl on the streets, but you can't buy a fucking toy. Come on, man. Why you got to be 17 to buy this piece of shit toy? I mean, it's a fucking mud creature or something. Come on. Golly. What is going on? And that's something else. I'm old. I'm grumpy these days. I don't care anymore. You know, I used to care about stuff, and the older I get, the more I just tell people what I think and don't like nothing no more and don't like to put up with nothing anymore. And oh, me. What, Douglas? Stop by the Dollar General store for some eggs, and guess what they had in your Hulk mask? Of course. You got to grab it. $10 for a Hulk mask? You hardly ever see a Hulk mask. Douglas, I love the Hulk mask. I told you the story about I bought that at Walmart, and my wife's like, what the fuck are you doing with that? I'm like, I got to have it. She's like, that's for a fucking kid. I'm like, what the hell you think I am? Yeah. Oh, man. -1. That's Legion's territory. I know nothing about no dinosaurs. Oh, me. Let's see. Oh. I do not like Godzilla movies. I don't like Kong. A lot of people like that stuff. I was going to watch the one, but I didn't want to read the bottom of the screen the whole time. It looked like it was going to be okay. If you have to watch Godzilla, and that one looked like the one to watch, it had the best effects and everything. But then I just couldn't read the bottom of the screen, and it's weird because I like shitty movies. I grew up. Might as well talk about it now. I grew up watching, like Monster Vision, and I love the cheap C and D list movies. And I just found this new channel called, let me get this right, Fossum. And it's like free and awesome put together. It's Fossum. And I love Tubi because they've got a lot of generic horror movies on it. But under Fossum right now, there's a bunch of movies I want to watch. And I wrote down a couple of them. I want to watch Bigfoot versus Megalodon. I don't know how that's even going to happen. I don't know. But I want to watch it. Also going to watch Cannibal Campout. Sounds good. It's free. All you do is talk in your mic or talking to your remote control and say Fossum, and you'll see all these movies pop up. Go under horror, and they got Cannibal Campout. They've also got Killdozer, about a possessed bulldozer. I want to watch Skin-Eating Jungle Vampires. That's on there. Wolf Woman is on there. Slumber Party Massacre. I remember that when I was a kid, renting that at Video Vision, like 1988. It's back. So I want to watch Slumber Party Massacre. Driller Killer is on there. If you ain't seen Driller Killer, it's on there. And Stupid Teenagers Must Die is on there. So, how can you go wrong with Fossum and Tubi? Fuck Netflix. Fuck Disney. Oh, I got to say fuck Disney at least one time a show. So we don't need that stuff. What we need is Fossum and y'all to back Tubi. Fossum has all these great movies coming out. And if you ain't ever seen Driller Killer, it's time to get to it. What can I say? Yep. Yeah, talk to Mark about any dinosaur stuff. You got to talk to Mark. Oh, no. I just don't understand how a big gorilla does all that. I don't get it. Well, what is up, Jacob? I'm going to give you Jacob's always on here, and he gets this got to last you a month. This is the only live show I'm doing. I'm doing about one a month, so you get some Dotopian frequency waves sent your way, Jacob. What is going on? I got to watch some Bigfoot versus Megalodon. I got to find out what that's all about. Tubi is where it's at. I have a load of gems on it. Tubi, Fast George, get on there and say Fossum. Fossum. It's free. Fossum. You won't believe it. It's like, if you go under horror alone, there's like 400 crazy movies you never heard on there. And most of them's like Lingerie Vampire Killer or something stupid like that. But I enjoy watching that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a man. I'm 40. Yeah, I can't stand it. I can't watch that stuff where I got to read the bottom. Maybe it's because I'm a idiot leader, but not, you're a doctor. You ought to be able to read that quick. But I can't. I don't want to read all that crap. Don't want to read it. That's coming from somebody reads comic books. But I don't read real books. I'm not reading no Stephen King novel. I'll tell you that. Oh, me. Wolf Cop. That sounds like it's right up my alley, too. I'd watch a little Wolf Cop. Here's some books laying here. Here is the very first Texas Chainsaw Massacre. First ever Leatherface. If you want the first appearance of Leatherface, you got to get this one. That's the first Leatherface. I'm giving you all the cornbread today. I'm showing you where all the first appearance of these classic modern creatures is at. This is the first Leatherface. We've already seen the first Jason. We've seen the first... I haven't shown the first Freddy yet. We'll show the first Freddy. I've shown the first Jason, and have I showed anybody else? Boo, 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 boo. I thought I showed somebody else. But anyway, oh yeah, we showed the first Michael Myers too. But this is the first Leatherface. Here's a number one. This was where are you at, Legion? This was whenever DC was really good. They dropped this title, but the old Wildstorm brand, DC, bring this shit back. Come on, this is for men right here. DC, this is what we want. We don't want Green Lantern. We don't want Green Lantern. We want Wildstorm. The Wildstorm? Yeah, Wildstorm. We want Wildstorm. Keep Green Lantern. We'll take Wildstorm. You can keep Fire and Ice. I'll take Wildstorm. This was the imprint. That was the stuff. And here's another one right here. We got another Texas Chainsaw Massacre for mature readers only. Good stuff. This is the kind of stuff I'm into. Read it all day. Look at it all day. One day my kids are going to throw it all in the damn dump. They don't want none of this trash. Dude, I've seen all the Texas Chainsaw Massacres. And I'm telling you, the Netflix one's just as good as the other ones. I don't know why the Netflix one didn't come out in the movies. Two best movies I've seen in a long time on Netflix was Texas Chainsaw Massacre and that Predator Prey. Both of them were off the chain. I love the Predator Prey. I thought it was better than a lot of the Predator movies. And I thought this Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Netflix was better than most of the damn Texas Chainsaw Massacres. But I did like the original. I like all of them. So, good stuff. Oh, me. Oh, I know it's long gone, but we need it back. Why can't we bring it back? We can bring it back, Mark. What else they got laying around here today? Well, I looked at that. Here's a Hulk book I picked up here not too long ago. Here's a 105, you know. And this is what I'm talking about. This is a 105. It's not in great shape. I don't like or care about books in great shape. I'm not a snob when it comes to grade. But you know what? I had a gripe on here a couple weeks ago, month ago, week ago, I don't know. But I was talking about grails and people calling everything a key. Well, this is neither. And I love it anyway. This ain't a grail. This ain't a key. This is 105, nothing special, but a beautiful cover. You see that? It ain't got to be a grail or a key or anything to like it. You can like something just for what it is. And this is a classic cover. Classic. I've seen posters of this. I've seen stuff at Hobby Lobby of this. I didn't have 105, so I picked up a 105. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Jim Lee. I don't want to thank Jim Lee. I ain't like Jim Lee. Prey was amazing. You're right. Prey was amazing. What is up, Onyx Gaming? Dude, I'm going to send you some frequency rays. Welcome to Dopetopia. What is going on, Onyx? Oh, man. Legion dropping some knowledge on us. Issue 10. There's nothing better than Hulk. Hulk's the greatest story ever told. I think me and Legion's talked Hulk before, and I love Hulk, especially the 1 through 6 and the Gray Hulk and all the early stuff. And I love all that. That's my Hulk. I like the monster Hulk. I don't like the superhero Hulk. You can keep Joe Fixit. You can keep Defenders, and you can keep Avengers, and that's not my Hulk. My Hulk didn't have a girlfriend and live in New York City in an apartment and shoot a machine gun. My Hulk was the monster that just smashes everybody. That's what I like. I want the monster. Oh, me. Do, 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 do. Right on, man. Right on. Right. Let's answer another question or something. We just had Nashville Comic-Con last week. Don't give a shit about it. I went last year, and they had Buff Bagwell and a bunch of wannabe Ghostbusters and Stormtroopers running around. So, didn't go back this year. But what I am doing this month, at the end of this month, is HorrorCon. I will be at HorrorCon, Nashville HorrorCon. It is going to be July the 20th and 21st. So come see me at Nashville HorrorCon. And I will be mainly looking for things that's hard to find. And there's things out there that's very hard to find that you wouldn't think there is. There's not a lot of Lost Boys stuff out there. Lost Boys stuff's very hard to find. You're not going to find a lot of Lost Boys stuff. There's hardly any figures. There's hardly anything. But I love my Lost Boys. It's one of the first movies I bought. I remember watching a lot as a kid. That and Monster Squad. They both came out in 1987 when I was 10 years old, and I both watched them around the clock. But I'm looking for some Lost Boys stuff, and I'm looking for some Silence of the Lambs stuff. It's hard to find any Hannibal Lecter stuff. Hannibal Lecter stuff, you either find the cheap mask or there's the Necco toy. There's not much out there, but I would be looking for some of that. So come see me at the Nashville HorrorCon, July 20th and 21st. It's probably going to suck, but don't suck no more in this channel. Welcome to the worst show in America. Anyway, what else we got to talk about on here? Talked all that. Comic Chick 507 wants to know what books is on my pull list. Well, we got Hulk. We got Boris Karloff on there. We got Geiger on there. We got Rook on there. We got Creature from the Black Lagoon on there. We got Ghost Rider on there. Sam and Twitch. Oh, let's give it up for Sam and Twitch. Sam and Twitch. Them two guys. Sam and Twitch is my favorite thing I'm reading right now. And I also got Get Fury on there. Sam and Twitch is amazing. Good stuff. Image is doing it right. Price point $2.99. Beautiful materials, beautiful writing, beautiful storytelling. How can you not love Sam and Twitch? You know what I'm saying? What is up to Bub? Bub, I'm giving you the frequency. Dope-topian love. Yeah, I hope you feel better, Bub, up there in Kentucky. He's at the top of Kentucky. He's almost a northerner. But I hope he feels better. Why ain't I coming to Heroes Con? Mark, there's not a lot of people I want to meet at Heroes Con. I'm a grumpy old man. I'd like to meet you, and that might be about it. I'm a recluse. I stay in Dopetopia, and I just feel like that $50 a day to get in, I could spend on comic books. But I might try to go one year. I'm not really a people person. Yeah, I just grumpy old man. Well, I mean, Heroes Con. I don't know. I don't know how I'd fit in at Heroes Con. Oh, me. Savage Dragon. Never read any Savage Dragon. Savage Dragon to me turns me off because I'm a grumpy old man. And it's like they're always doing stupid shit in there. Like they'll do some presidential shit to try to grab some sales, or they'll put some down some really vulgar shit in their book, some porn, and I don't know. They're always doing crazy shit in Savage Dragon. They try anything to sell books. Yeah, I'd hang out with you and your dad, and that's probably about it. And there's not a lot of them there that I would really want to hang out with, you know what I'm saying? And eat chicken wings and hang out with, and 35 people at a restaurant, and you know. Oh man, I don't know. There's a handful I like. Like I said, I don't watch everybody's channels. I watch a few channels. If you ain't talking comics, I'm not really watching your channels. I'm trying to think of all the people you hang out with. I mean, I like the Canadian guy you hang out with, Spectre 216 or whatever his name is. And Rob's okay. Rob Fatstacks. Ain't too bad. I don't know. And Beckerman's not going to be there. So, anyway. Next question, or let's see what else we can find laying around here. Let's look at these. Let's see the first appearance. We was talking about Freddy a while ago. Let's talk about Freddy. This right here. Oh, shit. Bend the fuck out of him. I don't care. This one right here is the first appearance of Freddy Krueger. It's a magazine form. It's a Marvel magazine. This is the first appearance. And as you can see, there's a good picture of that glove with those Case XX P210 model tomato knife blades. So there is the first appearance ever of Freddy Krueger. And here is the second appearance of Freddy Krueger. And some people call this comic form. Some say this is magazine form. But I like the comic form. So this is the first appearance of Freddy Krueger in comic book form. And I also have a copy of this, graded. And it's signed by Robert Englund. It's a really cool book. Right here in green, it's signed by Robert Englund. It matches her dress. And it is a beautiful book and one of my prized possessions because I'm a big Robert Englund guy. And there's a big, pretty picture of the glove, which is not correct in a lot of ways. The blades are too thick. Everything is silver. There's no copper or a brass plating on there. That's like a silver knight's glove. I don't know who did that work, but they didn't do their too good of a Innovation didn't do too good of a job on making the knife. Now look how the blades are now. The blades are more correct on this one. They're thin like a tomato blade. And look how thick they are there. So anyway, these ain't right either because these are curved blades and they're way, way, way too long looking. So, but that is that. Here is issue 3, which is a shitty cover. Yeah, all these old Innovations are really cool books. Hard to find now. Innovation also made a Child's Play. This is my favorite cover of one. This is my favorite cover where we got Freddy in the graveyard. The moon looks right. The fog looks right. But look at those damn people. What are they doing? I mean, they're looking a little creepy. They look like some artist drew them as like in their 3rd year at Austin Peay State University College or something. And I don't like the hand coming out of the ground. I mean, it's enough of a nightmare if you got Freddy coming after you. That's the way I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. This one right here. Look at those blades. Beautiful cover. Freddy's rocking like docking. And the Dream Warriors not gonna cry no more. I don't think he says cry. I think he says. Anyway, this is the most expensive one of the bunch. This is number 6, the last issue. If you find these things, they're like over $100-something on eBay. I guess they either didn't put out many of these or something, but this is the very last issue. It's hard to find, very rare. If you do find it, you're going to pay for it. I'd like to find a stack of these for $3 at a Comic-Con. Oh, man. And then they came out with this stupid series, The Final Nightmare. And he's back to the gold, the old copper glove, which is right. And the thin blades, which is right. Somebody did some researching when they copied that glove. This glove, I don't like because the blades are hanging out the end of it. They're supposed to be more flush than that. So I'm a little picky when it comes to my Freddy Krueger glove. And this right here, you can really see the glove more than the copper on it. The blades ain't right because on here the blades, they've got like a bead on them. It's got layers to them. So that ain't right either, but you know, that's just me being picky. And here's another one I just picked up. Here's another Wildstorm. Good stuff. DC. Bring back Wildstorm, DC. Bring back Wildstorm. Good grief. And just like that down here at the bottom, we got my man Steve White joining us. What is up, Stevie? Some good old Dopetopian rays for good luck in Canada. Oh, Stevie's been hanging out with some supercars. He was showing some video where he's got a bunch of nice cars in his town. He's been rocking like Doc with them nice cars. And speaking of docking, I don't know what this has to do with anything, but Hooper J77. I know you're a Lost Boys fan, but who would win in a straight-up fight, Michael or David? Well, let me tell you who would win in a straight-up fight. David would whip his ass. Even if he wasn't a vampire, David would whip Michael's ass. David is the man. Michael is a chump. And I feel the same. I love David. I love David the way I love Johnny on Karate Kid. David and Johnny both are getting the wrong deal. This is the same fucking movie. If you like Karate Kid or you like Lost Boys, it's the same situation. David's sitting out here minding his own business. He's got Star. He's living in a cave. He's riding on a motorcycle. He's eating Chinese takeout every night. He's hanging out at the fair. Him and Star are doing their thing. A new guy moves to the Santa Carla area, and Michael thinks he can just go out and date the hottest girl in the town. That ain't the way it works, son. Know your role. You can't just walk up and take the hottest girl and you move to town. And that's the same thing that dumbass Danny LaRusso did. He came there and tried to take Allie. And you know what? Johnny whipped his ass. You know, if you think about Johnny, Johnny was trying to talk to his girlfriend on the beach. And this dumbass Danny just happened to be at the beach party. Nobody even invited him. Come walking over there. Mind your own business, dumbass Danny. Go back to New York. Gosh, nobody asked you to mess with Johnny and Allie's relationship. They're sitting there having a good time. And then Allie reaches out and breaks Johnny's boombox for no fucking reason. But that was between them two. You let them handle their business like grown folk, dumbass Daniel LaRusso. But Daniel LaRusso runs there trying to start some damn crane shit with him. And he got what he got coming to him. You know, then all the way through the movie, even after he got his ass whipped by Johnny, you know, Johnny's trying to hang out in the bathroom, and here's dumbass Danny pouring water on him and putting his joint out. I mean, he didn't ask for that. I mean, and what about dumbass Danny causing wrecks when he's running from the skeleton crew? He caused 3 or 4 collisions in cars. That's a hit and run. Danny got out of there. He should have been charged with all that. That's the way I see it. And that fucking old man, Mr. Miyagi, beat the shit out of a bunch of skeleton kids. You go to jail for that today, Miyagi. That's against the law. Y'all are the bad guys, not Jumpin' Johnny. Jumpin' Johnny should have swept the leg and just beat the shit out of Daniel LaRusso. Daniel LaRusso took some cheap shots at him on the soccer field. I'm tired of Daniel LaRusso, and I'm tired of Michael. I mean, David was the head vampire, walking around camp, having a good time, hanging out the fair. There's old Thorne over there. There's, you know, Maddie over there. There's Star over there. He's doing his thing. He's drinking blood out of a bottle and living in a broken down cave. What more would you want? He's got a dirt bike and a dangle earring. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a damn lost boy. That's what I wanted to do in my life. I want to be a lost boy. And last thing a damn lost boy wants is Michael coming in there and trying sleeping with his girlfriend. I mean, come on. You don't understand that. I mean, David has it hard during the day. He can't go out in the daytime. You know, he's got to put up with Star bitching, talking about she'd like to go lay out in the sun, but she can't. She wants to go to the beach and have fun, and she can't because she's a vampire. Well, so what? I mean, get over it. We're vampires. We got to go out at night. And Michael's always trying to take advantage of shit. He knows David can't go out during the daytime. Michael's out walking around. He's walking down the pier eating some damn ice cream cones. You know, he's having a good time at hanging out with the Frog Brothers that don't do horror comics. He's running around with the Nook, hanging out at Grandpa's house. Fuck you, Michael, and fuck you, Danny LaRusso. So, long story short, Hooper J77, David would whip his ass. And the last question, Papa V wanted to know Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner against Foggy Nelson. I'll sit around one night thinking there's anybody that Bruce Banner could beat up. And there's not many people Bruce Banner could beat up without turning into the Hulk. I mean, come on, maybe Foggy Nelson, you know, maybe that old ass lady that hangs out with Aunt whatever that hangs out with Spider-Man might be able to beat her up, or Uncle Ben. I don't know. I'd say Bruce Banner could beat up Foggy Nelson. You got a lawyer against a doctor. It's going to be a bitchy ass fight. No offense. If you're still in here, I don't know if I think we can. I don't think Man Cave's probably gone, so we can talk about doctors. That's a weak fight. A doctor and a lawyer, neither of them know what they're doing. That's an awful fight. They'd be shutting their eyes and just swinging and clawing each other. But I think Bruce Banner would take out Foggy Nelson. Foggy Nelson would try to sue the shit out of Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner would get mad and turn into the Hulk, destroy Foggy Nelson's house. That's what would happen. So, That's what would happen. So that is the end of that. And oh, me. The last question we got. Let's see if we got any more books laying around here. Any more books that we showed them all? I think I've showed everything around here. Someone will answer the last question. We're right at an hour anyway and get off here. The last question. Fast Furious 17,580. The dumbest comic books I know. So I started thinking about the dumbest comics I know. Archie Meets the Punisher was stupid. I don't know if any of y'all have seen Archie Meets the Punisher, but that's dumb. Who would ever want that? What about Superman meets the Quick Bunny? Yeah, the Nestle Quick Bunny meets Superman. There's a comic book of it. And there's a comic book of Pope John Paul II, #1, that Marvel put out. Who in the hell wants to read a damn comic book about Pope John Paul II? Nobody. Nobody wants to read that crap. And then the last dumb book that I can think of is Avengers #239. And if you know what that is, it is a late night with David Letterman. So the Avengers go on a late night with David Letterman show. I don't know what. Most of these are Marvel, and Marvel, you come out with Pope John Paul and Avengers and crap like that. Come on, get with it. You lose. You're a bunch of losers. So just like that, we're under an hour. We've had fun. We've seen some books. Bub, he's got a thing to tell us here real quick. Yeah, against Alien. Yeah, that's a dumb book. And I hate the way Batman thinks he can even hang with Superman. He's just a rich boy with a belt on with gadgets. He can't do nothing. I wish the Joker would beat his ass one good time. That's what he's got coming to him. Oh, man. Thank you for coming, Mark, and hanging out on this joyous channel. Like I said, it only happens once a month. But until the next time, remember, read your books.